Come on. Come on. Rar. Okay. Moment, I need to confirm something. Yeah, no, it should be going there. Why? Yeah, no, okay. Sure why that was causing issues. Alright, more pyre. I want to round this off and get into doing some bastion and transistor. Also need to finish off Racketeer and Digimon and Fable. Do do do. Boo doo. Wait on Rift. Oh, well, okay. That's nice. Away, away, nearby, away. Why is everyone away? Tidying up. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfrid smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours, admittedly, is a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Night Winds rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rights. Oh, excuse me. But in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth. And it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfrid speak a little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. The Pyre Hearts all follow the path forged by the Under-King Oris, whose many mighty deeds exceeded the smallest stature that somehow contained him. His is the most spirited and triumphant, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the sea as in it, never ceasing, never longing as they do. There's something more. The Underking chose wisely for those qualities, and it teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. And that burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre Hearts, in turn, us all. On Worth. The fall of the Empire of Sur was ruled according to an ancient bloodline thought to be infallible. Our society shall instead be by those who have earned the privilege. We, the Eight. We cannot bear the burden of determining your worth. It shall be determined by your peers and by you yourself. We shall provide a framing through the rights, and to put you to the test against yourselves, against your kin, and your adversaries. The downside cannot let us all go free. Thus, freedom to the worthy. As the worthy, your true calling then begins. As you return to a society which long to learn the wisdom you have gained along your path, the worthy shall lead. There is no time now to return to the moonlit alcove as before, as the stars already urge you on. Everyone is ready to make haste for the Glade of Loot. Oh, yeah, I already chose it, didn't I? Volfred approaches as you fly above his hidden lair in the moonlit alcove. Oh, fuck it. You cannot help but wonder if you shall ever return there. Oh dear alcove. I've asked my agents to break down the place. It soon shall be gone, if it isn't already. We shall not be returning. We've not the time to do so anyway, and with Orlek back among the living now, no longer fond of me, I dare not think what he would do with it. Unfortunately, hiding places are of little value once they're found. Once all this is over, those of us who do not manage to return, we shall have to find another place to live. To try to live, at least. The hidden glade of Lu is nigh impossible to find on foot, though there it lies below us, protected even now by an enchantment of Lu's Scholarian, 100 months. I understand the river named for him is rather famous in your commonwealth. The mouth of the river Scholarian opens wide not far from here. It was there Limnis Erizek was defeated, turning the region lush and livable, at least for certain Desians. Although, of course, not everyone believes this. Yet lives a husk, a single foul seed still rotting. Your adversaries, the Essence, might be working to find their way there even now. Good fortune to you in the rights against them, reader. Huh. That's different. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one. This is different. Whoop. Oh. Okay. Hang on, I gotta put in the thingies. Game, come on, cut it out. Our retinue is getting smaller. What should I give him? Oh. Please, reader, leave me be. I have asked that you leave me be. Go about your business. Go watch the stars die out, and get your idiots their freedom. You shall be sure to tell that herald with whom you consort that Sandra the Unseen did her job. You tell him that. Perhaps that way he shall put in a good word, and the scribe shall finally provide me with a bit of respite, or a bit of a reprieve. She falls silent for a time. I do not know what else to do, reader. But you remain with her, letting her draw whatever strength and comfort from your thoughts as you're able to afford. That was kind of you. However, let us conduct our business. I care not for your pity. Do not come visit me again like this without my asking. I insist. What exactly did you have in mind? Okay, Wolfred, let's do this. That fancy talking sap, you mean? It should be interesting to see if he's learned something since the last time we sparred like this. Alright then, let's bring him forth. So it's my turn then, is it? Then let us see what we can do, my boy. Yep, the original 3 were liberated. Jodariel, because I couldn't... The ones that I could liberate, I didn't want to, other than her. Ruki, because, let's be honest, he has family back home, and... Headwind, because my options are starting to become limited, and I need certain characters. To that end, though, I think that he would have been a good choice to begin with anyway. The rest of them, I don't necessarily think that they... I don't think all of them should go free yet. I think some of them have unfinished business. Or, for that matter, would be better here. They seem to have adjusted quite well. Listen well, Sap. You answer to me here. As you will, O Sandra the Unseen. Proper as ever, then. Though I wonder if you have the wherethrough that you project. What? Wherethrough? Never seen that word before. Forgive me. Show me then what you can do without the benefit of those whom you would lead. And let us see if you and your lovely reader have reached a thorough understanding as of yet. Not really. Oh god, what? I didn't mean to push shift. Well, I'm glad I threw that ashen coal in. Ah, piss! Oh, bloody flipping beggars. Oh wait, he doesn't get banished when... Right, okay. God, son of a bitch. No. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit better. Oh, bollocks! Ah, bollocks. But I see, so my W does still... Oh god, well, I fucked it up. I fucked up bad. I fucked up bad, guys. I'm not fast enough. No. Go, 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 go! What are you doing, you idiot? Just pressed a button and... There's days that I'm just so fucking moronic that I can't help. Nope. No! Fuck, I'm an idiot. I should have just teleported into it. Just get in. End it. Okay, I have a bit of a better understanding, just a bit. I am grateful for the privilege of your time, good Sandra. Flattery shall never get you anywhere with me, Sap. Nonetheless, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Oh. Now, what item do you give him? I had not seen that Sandra in some time. She's not changed a bit. But it would seem she left something for us, did she? Blinkabill. Ooh! His sisters, brothers, fathers, and mothers were all part of him. Until the art split them in twain. Huh. I want to see how well this works out.
Instrusantis. Contempra stempta.
An absurd amount of presence, Lord Almighty. Wow. Yeah, that is exceptional. So right about here. Almost a quarter of the... I didn't mean to turn into a thingy, but I did. Not totally sure what that was about. Boop. Nope, bye. Sploosh. That I may. Here's a bad idea. Oh, piss. Right, okay, I can work with this. Alright. Your senses guide you to a scrying pool somewhere in the gnarled roots of Needlefield, and you look upon the waters. Soon, you experience a vision of Dalbert, who stood against Manly in the chastity in his most recent rite. H. Manly, Tinderstruff, we thank you in the chastity for a most honorable contest. You'd best believe... Hang on. You'd best believe that I'm going to remember this, Dalbert. I have many friends in higher places who could make your life less... your life even less comfortable. We understand that the rights are... We understand that the rights create ill will. May all of you yet find the path towards enlightenment, until we meet again. The vision fades. It seems the fate prevailed against the chastity sometime not long ago, gaining the favor of the scribes. You wonder where their path has taken them since you return to your black wagon to pursue your vocations. You illustrate to Volfred some of the intricacies of the rite, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Just so. May I say, my boy, your understanding of the rites is more than I expected. Stop the wagon. Now. The black wagon has shuddered to a stop en route to the glade of Lou. There's some commotion as Volfred motions for everyone to be still. There, ahead. It seems we have a visitor. He points to the distance. However, when you scan the horizon, everything is still. You see no sign of whomever Volfred is referring to. He's still. He indicates caution. I'm certain I saw one. I'm certain I saw someone directly on in the road. A tense moment passes, and then another. Then Volfred tenses up. There he is. Look there. You look towards where he signals, and then, at last, you see the cause of his concern. There's no mistaking who it is. Orlek. God damn it, you're gonna interrupt this? Orlek stands there, near motionless atop a forgotten rock, some forgotten rock jutting out from the raised brambles a fair distance away. He stands directly in the path of your black wagon. Yet he shows no sign of acknowledging the wagon's presence. He appears only to be waiting for something. Likely for all of you. Volfred gets your attention, quietly. Well, my boy, I'm open to suggestions here. Or likely hasn't come to pay a social visit. You have a right to go to. Orlek may wish to stand in the way, but can be made to move. Confrontation outside the bounds of the realm is forbidden. Orlek ought to be avoided. That's the thing, he's not... Hail him. There has to be a way to reason with Orlek and bridge the difference between him and his former triumvirate. Perhaps perhaps he has come to negotiate. I am uncertain Orlek is willing to be reasonable at this point, after everything has been through. Though I'm hopeful you're right. You signal for the drive-in to start the wagon, and head towards him. But just as you reach the point where Orlek once stood, he vanished. It's a very nice strength, perhaps. His motives are plain, but his intentions unclear. Indeed, Orlek is nowhere to be found now. The unnerving encounter causes everyone to fall silent for the remainder of the trip. Your wagon finally arrives at the glade of Lou, where there is no sign of Orlek, or your next adversaries for that matter. Your companions organize a quick search about the premises, leaving you to watch the wagon until the rites commence. Happens smiley Headwind guy. Ooh, what's this do? Typhoon in a bottle. Ah, useful. Oh, literally one off. Appreciate you doing business with you. Oh right, derp. He's just a derp. Oh no. Rift. Rift. Oh fuck. Something is wrong. Someone is here. Alone. With you. Well, Orlex seems to be examining various objects in the wagon. Whether he has noticed you, you can't tell. What he's doing here, and how he got in unnoticed, you can't imagine. You watch him go about whatever he's doing, examining all sorts of things that you and your fellow exiles gathered on your journey. He shakes his head. All of these trinkets. This wagon. It's most different now. Welcoming and yet. I am unwelcome here, it seems. In my own wagon. He directs his gaze at you, acknowledging your presence for the first time. You, a mere shadow. Tell me something. Who are you to them? It's just to know your connection, right? You tell him that your role among the Nightwings is as their reader. You have traveled alongside them for some time, and bear the book together with the others. You are a fool then, reader. You let them use you willingly. Relay them a message from me, Shadow. Tell them, I shall have my night. He strides right past you towards the door. But then he turns to you once more. I shall have my night. And then Orlok is gone. How the fuck did he get in our wagon? Never have I witnessed an affront to nature, mine and everyone's. Quite like the poisoned wood of limbless Erizech, the root titan, and his suffocating influence. I shall leave it to the boastful Underking to tell you more of Erizech's vanquishing, whilst I tell you something of the glade that he protected, which became my own. For my own genealogy now occupies the soil there, and strives forevermore to prevent Erizech from taking root again. Oh. The brambles of the glade are constantly encroaching on themselves, then falling once again to dust. This miraculous cycle, reflected in the starlights piercing through the canopy, need to be witnessed when the stars invite an audience. Which one is Oars? Yeah. For some reason I don't... Oh, I probably have to fucking invoke them to see the rest of it. God damn it. Well, motherfucker just invaded my base. Several of your companions return as you exit the wagon. You explain what happened. However, none of them saw Orlok. I believe you, my boy. Orlok, he is unwell. It is good that you did not come to harm. Now let's make sure the same can be said for the wagon. You and the others conduct an exhaustive search in and around the black wagon for any signs of objects missing or tampered with, as well as any signs of damage or foul play. The search yields nothing. No one could find any sign that anything was moved or tampered with. Even the drive imps seemed calm. The incident leaves you questioning your own recollection of what happened. Trying to clear your mind, for the rite is soon now to commence. Pamatha finds you as everyone is preparing for the coming rite against the essence. Despite this meaning yet another confrontation with her blood sister, she seems very calm. I know what you're thinking, reader darling. So let me anguish any misgivings you might have. It's been strictly business, but it'll be strictly business between me and Tamitha this time. Believe me. Believe me. You know, there's nothing I can do for her. I'm nothing to her. But I can still use her. But I can still be of use to all of you. I got Tamitha in here as I was tired of our kind throwing ourselves against the Commonwealth lances. Maybe this plan of ours might ensure we can end all of that. She flies off to join the others as the night begins to fall and usher in the stars. Fuck! Is there a new one?
Dullness the Locket, by Alantheus, Sylvius Horse-Headed.
No. Angry fucking stars.
The infamous Reader returns, along with his remaining retinue of miscreants. You managed recently to rid yourself of yet another one. Your adversaries, the Essence. As with you, they must be very desperate for their freedom. They shall not make it any easier from here.
Once more does this Commonwealth filth darken an already inauspicious night. Tamitha remains steady alongside your fellow exiles, and show no response to being in the presence of her blood sister once again. Tamitha looks right at her. Looks right at the entire time she speaks, but never once acknowledges her directly. But there is no more need for any talk between our kind. We are forever at cross purposes. No further proof is needed than the circumstances under which we meet. Tamitha does not acknowledge her. You only sense she is focused on the right, set to commence any moment now.
Who shall besmirch the Nightwing's name?
Think, Giga, how will you...
Tamitha.
Courage.
Sir Gilman.
Prepare yourself, everyone. Come forth, you Commonwealth scums. Sisters, show them no quarter.
Begin. Talitha caught out.
No, 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 no. Piss.
An inauspicious start. Not much of a splash that time.
Eh.
Oh,
Bollocks.
unfortunate.
Okay, okay, okay.
There goes Talitha. Oof! A bit of a blunder. Your pyre weakens. Merely a glancing blow.
Okay. We shall repay you in kind for what happened on Mount Allodial. We are just getting started.
Ouch. Talitha caught out. Ah. An opportunity. No. A blow against the adversary's pyre. Oh. There.
Bollocks.
Now, no.
Oh my god. Okay, so I picked all the wrong people to be using for this.
Red-handed. That
What?
ought to wake you up. Oh.
What?
Yes. Righteous.
Righteous. Quickly.
There. 'Twas but a little splash. Gilman caught out. Beyond all reason, the flames yet burn.
Okay, so
The
don't
essence
use
prevails.
Gilman for that.
Their hapless adversary stood no chance. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Dregs of the Commonwealth. Your pyre is ash, and your time is past. Well, that could have gone better. It could have. More honor for one day to regain. To one day regain.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. You may go now at your earliest convenience.
Well, I fucked that up royally. There's no two ways to that. So don't use a sap against them, and don't use the whatchamacallit against them. Back at the Black Wagon, you find the lone minstrel examining your fellow exiles after they failed the right against the Essence in a disastrous contest. It is plain to you that none of them look well. The lone minstrel notices you there and turns to you. Reader, one moment. Reader, the faster turning of the cycles of the rites has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness this time. It is fortunate that your other companions are available to conduct the rites, because I fear this group here requires rest. You bid Pamitha a swift recovery, and she weakly responds. You exchange looks with Volfred, who seems exhausted after the last rite. As for Sir Gilman, it is clear to you he wishes to be left alone right now. You leave the lone minstrel to look after them, and turn your attention to the stars that remain shining in the dark outside. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out, but I need to actually fucking beat them one of these times. Oh, another one. Looks like we'll be fighting the Fate. Who is there? Wasn't there 3, or did I just imagine that? Your adversaries are to be the Fate, handled by Dalbert Oldheart and his son. They show unyielding respect to a tradition which shows them no such love. He then shares with you details he attained of your adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made it for an formidable opponent, he and his son. so-called Ulmer the Hapless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage, as descendants of one of the Alvid chiefs, thought to be descended from Jomnir Medimane himself. However, more vocal attempts to preserve old Kurd traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the angers of officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Fang Song, an old Kurd holiday which a single pack of hers vanquished an entire imperial brigade. Jomnir's jaws and Jomnir's many manes ran red that day. His family's caution was well founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. As for Ulmer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight where he wound up sharing his father's cell and shooting off his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual curs residing in Jomnir Valley. In time, he became acquainted with the rites and helped revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate. For fuck's sake, why do I keep saying that? Known as the Fate. Since they struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still, they longed to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Should they succeed in all of this, one of them would be returned. They must know that by now. Either way, you shall see them soon again. Please rest yourself for now, while the dark of night remains. You bid the lone minstrel a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to continue at dawn. Collecting some moss. Anything less than home. God damn it. Feeling out of sorts. Hello, my boy. Tizzer and I were just reminiscing on old times. Tizzo is happy to have Volfred back among the Nightwings again. Thank you, Tizo. I'm happy to be back among the Nightwings as well. Though you understand why we were forced to be apart for so long, don't you? Tizo, in case he understands full well. I trust Tark provided some good company song during the intervening time. You confess he did enjoy traveling alongside the lone minstrel. And there he is, right on cue. Something I can do for you, Volfred, sir. Volfred laughs warmly at this. No, Tark, we are well enough for now. Tizzo and I, we were just remembering the time when we first met, all three of us. Tizzo was rather apprehensive then, as I recall. He was merely being circumspect, I suppose, I'm sure. Tizzo has the sharpest instincts of all of us. But the bite he gave to you, sir, it left a permanent impression, did it not? It did indeed. I consider it a mark of friendship. May it stay with me for all my days. A good reminder that despite the challenges we faced together in the past, my time among the Nightwings has been extraordinary. Likewise, I can say the same, sir. Tisho shares the sentiment as well. Wonder where he bit him. I should apologize, my boy. Here we are talking of a history you do not share. Believe me when I say we're skipping over any of the bad parts. What I mean is, it isn't my intention to exclude you from as we wax nostalgia. The Nightwings that you know, we're a strange assortment, are we not? Those of us who share some kinship from the past. I suppose we cannot help but seek some warmth within. But it should not be to the exclusion of friendship that we forge right now. So please, why don't you come join us for a bit? Together, you, Volfrin, Tizzo, and the Lone Minstrel talk a while about the times gone by. The three of them are pleased to be back in one another's company again, and they've grown close to share experience. Through shared experience in the past. Just the same, they have welcomed you into the group. In spite of the hardships you have faced, some of these idle moments that you share together may one day form memories you think back on with fondness. Soon, the conversation winds down, though it lifted all of your spirits for a while. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, you've gotta eat? How long are you going to be... How long are you gonna be, Rift? Oh. Okay. Um... I'll cut the stream here and we'll pick up once you get back.